Hello my friends, it's Travis Semulin Sours. It's been a minute since I've done a YouTube video, but I kind of have a new obsession. It's sort of like Poker and Autobattlers had a baby. It's really fun. I thought I was going to play this game for maybe a couple hours and then go find something else to do, but it's hooked me for about a week and a half and I want to share it with you. Right now it's a free demo. You can go play it for free and see if you like it too. It incorporates a lot of elements of poker, bluffing, blinds, obviously it's at a poker table, and then your cards come to life and fight on the battlefield. So you can kind of learn how the alliances work and the counters. I've had a really good time with it. I hope you'll enjoy the video and maybe try out the game. All right, thanks for watching and enjoy. Moist joystick, huh? I like that they've added the ratings in here. So we're at a mostly gold table with one new player here and one new player here. 24 feeders, okay. It's good against swarmy stuff. 10 crossbowmen, not exciting. 30 ninjas, a little terrifying. So we're kind of out on that. Alright, we'll let these two fight over it. Ninjas in a 1v1 against somebody who knows what they do are not as good because they'll just position actual tanky units in the back. Yeah, these ninjas are probably wrecked. Not to mention boxes are incredibly strong. Good morning, Orcish. Go squirrels indeed. "30 druids is okay, but they really need to be paired with the Life Alliance to do something, because the wolves are not great. Bears are absurd. So we're looking to get a priestess here. You know what? This is good enough. This is good enough. I can bet this. I don't want to go like super crazy. I also have to be, I probably can't bet this. Do I want to pay 12 chips to see if I can draw a priestess? Because if I don't, I have to skip. These are all ranged units which destroy the plant. And I don't have magic damage for the Spectre. I have to fold. If I had drawn the priestess there, we're good to go. But I didn't. Spectres only take damage from magic. And the druids and the plants deal physical damage. So I can't really party there. I want to see what Moist Joystick has. We can sort of figure out what their plan is. What did you go all in on? Pretty weak golem build, but interestingly, they had the priestess, which was the only card I was looking for. So the chance of someone having it was significantly higher than the chance of me drawing it. They're winning because they were able, and this was a good strategy, they were able to isolate one other player. I don't think those golems are able to beat a three-way or much less a four-way battle. They could do a 1v1. There is, I've noticed, a lot of tendency from people to want to bet early and heavy, especially if they're newer. It is a pretty sweet name, I'll give them that. This is okay, though not terribly exciting. But nobody got anything great on the flop other than me. I got a better flop than they did. That gets us a bonus of damage and armor. That might be better. I'll put a little cash on this. I was thinking 10, so you know what? We'll go with 10. Feels like I might be... Well, I'm gonna look. I felt like I had a better shot than we actually did. We got dragoned. I should have dipped when they raised. Hey, what's up, Boris? I'm really enjoying this. It's like Poker and Autobattlers had a baby. Like, this is my jam. I anticipated sitting down to play it for an hour or so and then getting bored and going back to something else, but I've just been thinking about it and playing it. It was on my list, my wish list for a while, and they finally released the demo. Like, okay, let's try it. Interestingly, we've got a good composition against dragons with the pikemen. We don't have enough of them. Yes, hand really sucks. I'm not putting any money on that. Just folding, won't even check. Okay. We can kind of figure Munchlack is just telling the truth for us, which I appreciate. We've got one Spectre over there and I can't kill it. Y'all get stuck on that Spectre too, so we can just split the pot, please. Ah, they got there. There's just nothing on the board that could kill the Spectres. Did nobody put any money on it either. Another really bad hand. There is no need to fold in the first round. First round of betting. You just check. So you're dealt 3 cards. The first one is face down. The second one is face up. Third one is face down. Dragons are pretty good. 4 is not enough, and the Blade Flinger can beat them. So if they're raising, I don't want to play. They know one of your units, correct. And there's unit alliances just like in other Autobattlers. The speeders are gonna do some real damage. And then they're gonna get annihilated by the Death Dealers. All right. Nah, they kept them busy long enough. Yeah, you're only playing 2 out of the 3 units. Alright, 30 Dark Knights is good to play with, but I'm going to see who else raises. These can beat Spectres because their ability is magic damage. They're a heavy tank, and I've got a full house of them. So I kind of want to see if someone else raises. Because that would be better for me. But I'll take this. This should sort of telegraph to them almost exactly what I have. But we will annihilate these Spectres, so I'm hoping Shadow Flame stays in. Nope, okay. Do I want to go Knight bonus? I might. I certainly want to raise. Let's get this up to like 20 bucks in, if y'all want to play. Now, the downside is these things are going to do more damage against the Knights. So I think I want to play these instead. This gives us more bodies to keep the pikemen busy. Damage isn't our problem. Staying power is. All right, we got that one, and we got enough chips that I don't have to play garbage hands. We can just sort of vibe for a little bit. 24 catapults is okay, but I'm not going to put money on them. We don't have to now. Because 8 trebuchets will rock your day. Let's see if Skinwalker understands what trebuchets do. They do not. Neither does Shadowflame. Y'all gonna find out. When I see 8, 9, or 10 trebuchets, I am generally folding. Like, and I kind of think it's neat that in most auto battlers, if there's a card that's very overpowered, it'd be like, this needs a nerf. But in this one, like, you kind of don't. Like, Ace is overpowered, right?
Ready, boy.
They didn't really have anything to go with the trebuchets, but they may still not need it. No. Come on, trebuchets. Don't make me look like an idiot. You do at least need some... Okay, they all got stuck on the Spectre. And now this one trebuchet will kill them all. Or just take forever. Catapults. Exceptionally fine. Not fine enough for me to be calling. You want to pay attention some to counters and what they're raising on. So what did they have initially that drawing a pikeman makes them call? Probably wizards, if they know what they're doing. They've got the archmages. I would guess a decent amount of them. These with plants is really good against melee. Let's see if they had wizards. They do. Okay. So you can, like, once you've started to play a little bit, you can kind of sort of start to figure out what they've got. The pikemen are going to do really well against the frontline knights. Like, both of these other players, and it took me a while to kind of get this part of the game too. The pikemen are a hard counter for knights. If you have a decent amount of pikemen versus knights, you're going to kill them. So the other players, when they saw those pikemen, should have been like, I'm not gonna fight this. If their hand was knights, they're gonna lose. Even though they were good hands, right? We've got an alliance here, but it's not a very good one, which kind of sucks. So for us to hit, we would kind of need to draw Rock Hurler, Medusa, or Crossbowman. We could also draw Druid. No, we can't draw Druid. They've got it. Yeah, I don't think I want to play. We've got a damage dealer and a healer. The Priestess is pretty good if you can get something that's worth healing, but these things don't have any hit points, so they're just going to die. The alliances are a pretty big buff, but there's still a rock, paper, scissors that's more important, and the number of the units that you get is very important. Munch did a good job here of isolating one player so the bombers could have a bigger impact. but they just didn't have enough ballistas to kill anything. They got overwhelmed by numbers. Like 8 Royal Knights kind of sucks, even though Royal Knights are great. But patience seems to really pay off in this game too. Like I'm not playing that. Y'all go ahead. Joystick's looking to run this table. Joystick has squirrels and dragons, and yeah, they're gonna finish off Thurgle here. They're really only raising when they've got an excellent hand, so like we can bear that in mind. 30 crossbowmen is okay. It's hard countered by the shield dudes. They're all in for 148 on one card. Okay. I don't have to play this. I'll just let these two... Like our goal here isn't necessarily to win, it's to come in top 3. So just letting these two knock each other, one of them knock the other one out is fantastic. So if Munch doesn't play the Druid, then we know what the first card they went all in on was. And if it's like dragons, boxes, maybe specters, we can respect that. It's boxes, 30 boxes. So they're probably winning this by a lot. And I'm very glad not to be involved in this fight. So we've kind of got 2 people here at the table figured out. Munch doesn't quite understand all the alliances, but will bet big when they have a good hand. Same with Moist. If they're really pushing it, we need to kind of be aware of that. For assassins, no thank you. And Knights, no thank you. Still not very good. It feels like you're not playing the game sometimes when you're not betting and participating. But sometimes that's just sort of how it works. If I was sure they had no magic damage, we might could play this, but it's not an excellent hand either way. The 24 crossbowmen is pretty good. .36 bombers is pretty good too, even against potential trebuchets. We'll kick a little cash in on this. As long as they don't have specters, we're pretty good here. They don't. I have no idea where they were trying to raise on that. .24 Medusas is pretty good too. We can play that. Okay, so we know that Moist only raises when they've got something really good, so I don't need to do this. Especially if Munch is going to play, because they're in a position to get knocked out. Like, I could play this hand, I've got enough chips, but I don't need to. They're going to try to force one of these 2 players all in and knock them out. And that's just bonus for me, right? Yeah, he managed to get them fighting each other. That's even better. Shadow is winning this pretty handily, I believe. A lot of healing on some big boys and girls there. It is a terrible hand. It got worse. I don't have an army. I have like a close group of friends. Munch went all in on something here. And it was Spectres, and it's going to pay off. The worst Munch can do here is tie, because there's nothing that will kill those Spectres. I mean, it can. It depends on who you're playing against, right? Like, what I found, and I imagine this is the same in poker, but I haven't played a lot of poker, is that there's people that are playing that care about their MMR and want to rank up, and people that don't. And as you get closer to the end of the game, you're playing more people who care about their MMR. I've bought pots. But I mentioned this earlier, and it's a challenge for this game. This game is new and not everybody understands how it works, and there's no skill-based matchmaking. There probably shouldn't be, frankly. But I know you've played some Magic before, Boris. In Magic, for you to bluff, your opponent had to understand that the danger they were in by calling you. And a lot of people didn't. And I suspect that's part of this too. MMR can do it too if people are trying to be competitive and get to a leaderboard. I was chatting with DeHaltis earlier about this though. Squirrels and priestesses. It's flat and I think Magic Online was in a really special place 10 years ago because it was just enough money to make you not want to lose, but not so expensive to break the bank. And Arena kind of fumbled that for me and made me not want to play. But this is working for me now. I'm starting to run out of enough money to be picky about the hands. But I'm certainly not going to go against that. Like, there's a possibility that they just bluffed. We'll never know. Well, we're about to find out now. Like, they're either bluffing or figure, I got to get lucky to win, so let's try to get lucky. And I'm happy to take second place for my MMR. I mean, I'd rather beat Moist Joystick, but sometimes you can't. They are not beating Moist Joystick. So it is mostly down to me and Moist Joystick. I was thinking about paper Magic, Boris, but yeah. All right. I either have to play this hand or the next one. I think I'm okay playing this one. Knight combo beats a lot of stuff in the game. Spectres would be a pretty big problem, but that's about it. I guess a trebuchet, like 6 or more trebuchets, maybe even catapults could be an issue. That's 4. I think I can take 4. Because we should one-shot the fences with the knight buff. Okay, we're good to go here. It's going to take a lot of wins to get 1,000 chips out of Moist Joystick, but I'm down to try it. They need to be raising like that to force me to play hands. Now the challenge here is this one's not good enough to play, but if I lose, it's game over for me, so I kind of have to play it. Like if I lose, I won't have enough chips left to continue playing, if that makes sense. So we're looking for no specters here, and we're good. Okay, there's no specters in the boxes. There is one feeder, and legitimately that could be a problem. You need him to die. It has not died. Kill the feeder. Okay, they did. We're good. This is good enough. Like, I'm gonna have to all in a few hands before we can start being patient again. Might be, but I don't want... You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll just try to overwhelm them with numbers. Because their healing isn't going to do anything. Well, okay, maybe their healing is going to do something. We got moist joysticked. I'm pretty okay with that, though. Like, I feel like we navigated through the table and avoided some bonks that were going to knock us out. And we're still positive on the MMR. I didn't need to win this. I just needed to not come in last place. So there you go. I'm a poker warlord. I want to play again.